just a waffle video for me really, but I'm making a video for me. But it's also for first name dot surname new gtlds, which are rare, very rare. They're only available. I've only seen them available in five domain name extensions, website address extensions in the UK recognised surnames, and 2 in Asia. The 2 in Asia are .ng, which is an Asian surname, and .li, which is an Asian surname. So you first name .li, so we have Chinese, Asian Chinese surname. I don't know any. So I don't know any in that extension. I don't know the names. But if you know the Asian Chinese, it's the first name, whatever it is, .li and first name .ng, Asian surnames, there will be someone with that name. Especially when you've got a country of about 1.4 billion people, there will be a lot of people and competition for that name. All we've got to do is type it into Google to see if there is people that have that first name, that surname. But I've got now, as I said before, a couple of videos, I've got about 25 first name dot surname new gtlds. I buy them for £4 each, which is less than chippy tea, isn't it? Less than breakfast, isn't it? If you buy breakfast out, you spend more than £4 on breakfast, isn't it? I buy a first name dot surname new gtld for £4. But there is somebody, I don't know who the investor is, but there's somebody now that's listing first name dot surname new gtlds men's names, because men's names don't change when they get married. Men's names stay the same all their life unless they want to change their name. But they have the same name for 60, 70 years, haven't they? So, but men's names, first name dot surname, in the extension that I have the first name dot surname is in, that I've made videos on, they're being advertised at $575 grand USD, which is about £400,000, which is more than the price of a house in the UK. I'm making this because this is 2021. The thing is though, the investor's got quite a few. I've got quite a few, but I don't put a price on mine. Not until someone inquires, then I'll decide what price I want to put on it. But the investor's got a few as well. You've only got to type them in, first name dot surname. There's only 5 extensions that I've seen them in, which means it's rare, very, very rare to get. When you think that in the UK, personalised number plates, people will pay. Business owners will pay for a 1 letter and a 1 number. They'll pay nearer off £400,000-500,000 sterling. GBP. That's just for 1 letter, 1 number. 2 letters, 1 number. You're talking still big money. If you buy it on a number plate for UK car only. So to get the full first name the full surname, no.com, because the surname is the website address extension. They're rare, right? They're rare. No one's even talking about them. So I'm just actually making this video for me. So in December 2021, I own 25 of them, at least 25. Where their value goes on to be 10 years down the road, 2030, they could be £1 million domains. I don't know, because they don't exist. If you had in the UK, if you had .smith or .jones, and you had a popular first name .smith or .jones, the competition, because it's very popular surnames, would be huge, and people would pay top dollar for it. The ones that I've got them in, this is it. There's only 5 extensions, and this is the cheapest one to have them in. But a scenario is going to happen where, if one of these domains, these first name dot surname GTLDs, if they sell for just 100,000, that allows the investor to buy virtually everything else up. and own the whole of the first name dot surnames in a specific surname, and there's only 5 to go. They're only going to, as I say here, I'm assuming it's a here, I don't know if it's woman, it could be anyway. I don't know who the investor is yet until they sell, and one will sell for big money, and then everyone will try and get them, but there's not enough to go around. But the ones I own them in are the cheapest to buy them in. You buy them for £4 and they renew at 100 quid a year, right, each to renew. So obviously I can't renew them all, so I've got to just let them go and then just hope that no one else notices they've expired and I just rebuy them again. But that'll only go on until someone just buys a lot or makes an offer for everything you've got. The first name, not surname gtlds. But the other ones, there's the other ones that are £2,500 to buy and £2,500 each year to renew. But you're only going to want an investor to actually sell one of these that I've got, or the ones that they're advertising for £400, to sell for £400, and they can buy. That's it, £25,000 to buy to keep for 10 years. Yeah, that's it. And just let the prices increase, and just sell one for $1 million. This is where we're getting to. This is speculating on the internet and the internet land. Just guessing. You're just guessing what is going to be the next best website address extension. Because people have a choice. They have either a choice to build their brand on someone like eBay or Facebook or Google or YouTube or whatever, Instagram. Or they've got to buy a domain name, but domain names are going to get that expensive. People won't be able to afford to buy them. So you're going to have no choice but to go onto social media to build your brand. Because the website addresses, which is the land that you build your website on, is going to be that expensive and scarce. Because trademarks infringe domain names. Domain names infringe trademarks. Which means there's less available that don't infringe trademarks, which means the price is only going to go one way, and that's straight up. But you need to own them now while they're still cheap at £7 or whatever it is. Find it for £4. .xyz costs you 75p a pound. Try and find a word that in XYZ. There's just been gtlds just sold recently. A .studio has just sold for $15,000. GTLD. One word .studio just sold a couple of days ago for about 10,000 quid. This is website addresses. The 3letter.coms. There's two in last week's DN Journal. They both sold for over £20,000 each for 3letter.com. This is December 2021. And the prices are only going to go up. Bitcoin's had its moments where it was for 9 years, from 2008, November 2008, to about 2017, which was 8 years, it was 9 years, and then it went straight up. Domain names, gtlds, have been about 8 years. So 9 years is next year. Our gtlds could go off the scale. Proper could. This is just domain name speculation, domain name investing, which is what I do. Buy a website address for 75p a pound and see where it goes. Or sit on it. Just make sure it's cheap renewal and make sure that it's... I just say a .gold is £100 a year to renew. Don't buy it if you can't afford to pay £100 each year, otherwise you just... He says that even though that's the way I do it. I buy it for £4, let it expire and then re-buy it but for £4. Which means that I get 2 years for £8 instead of 2 years for £104. But you can only do that until people start buying them and there's none left to buy. And then they just actually, when they've all sold, it's just that investors will say, no, we're not selling it for that price. This is domain name investing at its very best. It's a whole world of opportunity, digital land, cyber land. Cyber land has just been bought, GTLD. I own unrestricted land, which is what they use in the States, which is where they can build anything on. I bought that for less than £10. We're in a proper... The last 20 years will change history. Bitcoin, digital currency, domain names digital around. The internet has only been about 20 years.